Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody guys, let's take a look again at the euro currency. Well, yesterday as you can see market has shown a bit shy upward action, some minor continuation compared to the level that we have discussed yesterday. So in general that is acceptable because as you can see, in fact market was tended to show the harmony with the head and shoulders pattern that we have on the intraday charts. Still guys, I feel a bit worried because we have a bit different contradiction patterns on the gold market and the euro currency, and since both of them are stand in relation to the United States dollar, it's really some kind of the tricky situation, because it means probably that some of the patterns will fail or some other disbalances could come on the market, because it's a bit not normal when you see that the euro currency should drop lower and expect the downward action, while on the gold market we have the double repo buy and we expect the upward continuation. So we will see what will happen, but currently the patterns that we have in the euro currency is still valid. It's not the time yet to speak on the failure. Particularly speaking, if we will talk on bearish grabber that we have on the weekly chart, and then validation point stands right here. So if market only will take out of this top, we could talk on the possible failure of this short-term bearish setup, and we expect the downward action. Right now, as you can see, it's not the time yet. Also, guys, take a look that yesterday we've got another bearish grabber stands right here. It's yesterday's session, so market has tried to push trend, shift trend to the bullish side, but failed and closed below the MACD predictor line. This is the bearish stop grabber that suggests the taking out of these lows. So currently, guys, here I do not see any problems with our short-term bearish setup. And currently we mostly stand on the moment of truth. So if you take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, here is our head and shoulders. Take a look. I intentionally plot this green line to show you that this is a perfect matching between the top of the left shoulder and the top of the right shoulder. So market has stopped precisely at the same level as left shoulder stand. So that's why yesterday we said that probably it's acceptable if market will show some minor upward continuation. It's no problem. Also, guys, take a look at this upward action. It definitely has no signs of the thrust. So it's not some thrusting action, just gradual action to the upside. This is normal. So currently, well, euro currency stands at the moment where it should either start move down or our pattern will fail and market will continue move higher. This will mean probably that euro will exceed this top, because when the market forms the reversal pattern and then it shows an action that brings the failure of this pattern, in most cases this tells about the further continuation. Hardly when the market forms the head and shoulders, hardly market will move to the top of the shoulder, to the top of the head and then turn down. Usually when the market fails to create the right shoulder and moves higher, it usually means almost with a 100% probability the failure of the head as well, and the failure of the whole pattern also, and this usually leads to the further upward continuation. That's why as market stands right now on the top of the shoulder, this, as I said, this probably will be the moment of truth for the euro currency. Either it will turn to the downside as we think and as suggested by the patterns that we have right now in place, or we probably will have to speak on the possible upward continuation on the next week. If market will turn up here, continue move high, in this case we probably will start to think about some A, B, C bottom pattern. But anyway, since the bearish patterns are still in place and still they are valid, currently we will speak on the possible bearish scenario. And for those of you who would like to take part in the possible downward action, right now have another chance to think about the possible taking the short position. Also, guys, you have to understand correctly that if you, for example, will take the short here, this will not be the mistake if market will fail, because mistake usually is when you take in the position with having no context, with having no background for trading. But here it will not be mistake if a pattern will fail, because right now you have the bearish grabber on the monthly chart, sorry, on the weekly chart. You have the daily bearish grabber, and you have the pattern that now is forming to the downside. That's why taking the short, and this will be logical. And if market will fail, it's not the mistake. It's just you will get it on the first signs of it. So if market will turn up here, this will tell you that probably the bearish scenario will not work. This is just will be the consolation of by the market in raising by the market the setups that we have right now. That's why I just explain you the correct attitude to overall situation on the market. So on the hourly chart, guys, we have another ABCD pattern that has been formed recently. So initially we have spoken on this A, B, C bottom, and the market has completed at the 50%. But yes, the market has shown another leg up, and by this action, market has completed this A, B, C bottom that has already the direction. So here we have some kind of the double bottom because it's A between the A and C points, very small difference. Here is the directional, if we could call it, ABCD with the clear acceleration and retracement. So ABC bottom D pattern 161 extension has been completed right at the 618 resistance. So some kind of an agreement has been formed as 1 or 970 area. So that's all that we could say on the euro currency, guys. So this moment has come where you have to decide to take short or not. All that we could watching what will happen on the euro currency. But guys, actually, to be honest, I still feel a bit uncomfortable since I have two different directions on the euro currency, two different patterns on the euro currency and on the gold market. It's a bit boring sign. So anyway, we will see what will happen.